St. Louis, you know that all the streams are coming from St. Louis. And whatever subscribers you gained during that promotion, pretty much they're all coming from St. Louis.
Okay.
And you can do that on Spotify with the audio ads I'm talking about. Or you can try to shoot Facebook or Instagram traffic over to Spotify, which is a bit it is more tricky than just doing the Spotify ads. Sometimes it's cheaper, but it takes a lot.
Believe me. I actually know the back end of Facebook, the marketing. I know how to use the marketing software that Facebook have, and I also know how to use the back end marketing software that Spotify has. And I'm familiar with sending traffic over to Spotify, and I'm familiar with Spotify, the marketing, like you said, with that 30 seconds, even if it's just audio or whatnot. I mean, I actually know how to build those marketing ads that you can do to where it's different buttons like YouTube, Spotify for the people to click. So I'm very familiar with it. I have done a couple test runs on it to test to see, to try to figure out a good target market. So I basically did like a net where I was just getting a bunch of data. So I'm a little familiar with it. But like you said, I'm not familiar with YouTube marketing. You're way more educated than I am on it. And I do understand that it can be very useful. So I'm open to it. Like, so as far as you're right, I'm actually open to the YouTube market. I want to build up YouTube because, like I said, you have marketed one of my songs for me, my song called I'm Back. And it's at I think it's at 2,700 listeners. And it got 1,700 saves. So I know that my music is being retained. Now it's just time to put it out there more. So I am getting positive results. And I know the marketing that I did was a small bracket, but it was, for me, it was a test run to see how because I did 3 other songs all at one time. And I wanted to see which one was going to get the biggest, most of exposure from being accessible to the same amount. All of the music was accessible to fit to a playlist with up to 50,000 streamers on it. So all of them had the same possibilities. And I was just looking at what songs work or, what type of results I was getting. And I was actually liking the results that I got back from your promotion with the saves and everything. So, but YouTube marketing, I'm definitely interested in. And I would like to know what can we do to get us going. And primarily, I want it to be a continuation. I really, if this is going to start bringing me in funds and I start making funds from what we got going on, then I want to continue taking that money and reinvesting it back into what we're doing.
So what I'd say to do is do the YouTube promotion and list some locations that you can get to easily. So if you have connections in St. Louis, and you can get some venues there, it's just a matter of you being able to get the people there so that you have leverage to get more money from the shows.
Okay.
So I'd say, St. Louis or maybe the whole state of Missouri, if you're comfortable traveling and you know where some venues are in a couple of the other cities, surrounding cities that you can get to by car within, whatever you're comfortable with, 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever that is. And target these areas, and then maybe have some portion of your budget, maybe a smaller portion going towards Spotify, and saving maybe some for your Instagram promotions. But I'd have the bulk of it towards the YouTube.
Okay. All right. I support that game plan. So on my data, I'm getting a lot of my fans are in New York, Texas, Chicago, Atlanta, pretty much a lot of major cities. I honestly don't mind traveling anywhere. That's not a problem. I've saved up Sky Miles and things like that as I've been building my company, saving up Sky Miles for when I got to take those trips. And I also like places like Florida and Chicago. I got access to call venues, and I know how to call promoters and reach out. And long as I have the following there and the build up around it there, I can reach out and make the connection happen for me to get down there. Possibly even get them to pay for me to come down there if I can get a big enough following there.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I'd recommend then, to shoot those locations. And the only one we're able to offer the location targeting with right now is the YouTube promotion.
Okay.
So I'd list whatever locations you'd want to hit. Or I mean, so that's the way I recommend doing it. Just doing it to general United States. You're gonna get some of the, I don't know, Wyoming plays in there that, sure, it's nice that people like your music in Wyoming, but if you're not just going to go there and tour, that's not what you'd focus on right now, because you're not doing a major label budget. You're doing an indie artist budget. So
Yeah.
highest concentration areas, St. Louis is fine because you live there and it has, it's a major city. Those other major cities that you were mentioning are fine as well if you can easily get there, and that's not going to drive your margin down a crazy amount. It's fine. It's just about maintaining your margin.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I can definitely get a list. What is it? What is the monthly cost going to be to make this happen?
So we don't have monthly costs. Ours is just by package.
Okay.
And the lowest package for YouTube is $77.
All right. And what's the ones after that?
There's six of them, six different packages. It goes all the way up to $1,800, and you can see the different prices and play ranges listed in the order form that you were at before.
Okay, I'll definitely go check it out. And you say all the way up to 1,800.
Yeah,
And
$1,800.
let's say if I break it down and I did a couple of things. So basically, I have this method where I'm not looking for the first few to go viral. I'm actually strategically putting out music that I already have established, because I actually have some very good music that I really, by that time, I kind of want a nice warm audience to present it to in like a next 2 months or so. And basically, I want to build up using songs I already have to lead up to a bigger release where I spend more money on the marketing for it. Like the song I have called Darling. I want to release it in the spring. So I want to use the music I have now to start building up. So when I release Darling in the spring with the video shoot that I got going along with it and everything else that I'm doing, I want to kind of like, get it going and promote it before it's released, like an early release promotion or whatnot. But I just want a continuation. So which package would you say would be best for doing something like that?
I'd still give you the same plan.
Same plan.
Yeah,
So
because you got to. If you have multiple goals, you still list the one. For us, the way we approach it is the cash flow perspective.
yes.
Because we're a business. So obviously we know that, sometimes people have short-term cash flow plans, sometimes they have long-term cash flow plans, but they do have to be factored into every step of the equation.
All right. Well, so what we can do is starting with, let's say I don't want to stretch myself thin. I want to start out. I look at your package. I probably look at around the 200, 300, 400 range for these first couple songs. So let's say if I get your package, your third up package from the 77, how long would that promo last before I need to purchase another package to have me in continuation, to where it's a continuous flow, where I got continuous traffic, continuous, marketing being put out there? How long?
If it's location restricted, so let's say you just did 10 locations, 10 major cities, it probably would take about a month to do.
Okay. So I like the sound of that. Let's so I get 10 major cities. Actually, one I really like. I have really been, like, from Spotify, I've been really picking up in the Netherlands. So Honestly, that might be my very last location or just my Spotify to send. I want to start doing abroad. I have a passport and things like that, but I genuinely do want to start traveling abroad. So I kind of want to have like a little bit of the traffic to have a nice continuous flow to get overseas, like ready for me. So further down the line, when I'm ready to go, I already started like a small snowball effect over
Okay.
there. So
I mean, if you're on, so when you're on Spotify playlists, we can't guarantee where the plays are coming from, but
okay,
on YouTube, whoever's following the playlist and listening to the songs is who's listening to the songs on Spotify.
okay.
On YouTube, we can target the Netherlands if you wanted to run a Netherlands promotion.
Oh, okay, dope. So yeah, so let's I would like to move forward with I'm definitely. I have a song called "To Be." It has a video that's already out, and the song is already on Spotify, and the video is already at YouTube and everything. It's already flowing. I put it out or whatnot. I would actually like to start with that because Valentine's Day is about to come up, and it's a real like Valentine's like heavy oriented song. So by the time if I would have started now, by the time February hit, it'll have a little movement to it.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I think that'd be okay plan.
So yeah, the Tubi is the one I want to start with, and then I also have a follow up. I have a song called "How Much." How much? It really did a lot. It is really doing really good on the streams right now. It actually did better than all the songs I promoted. How much did like triple the numbers of some, and double the number of the second one is closest to it. So I am that one is seen to be a good attention grabber, and I'm actually I'm filming a video to that this weekend, but the song is already on the Spotify ready to go. Do you think I should focus on one song at a time, or are you able to put out more than one project at a time? Market more than one project at a time? Just wondering.
We can market more than one at a time. I'd advise doing no more than 3 at the same time.
Okay, so statistically, right now, I only have 3 out. I'm only putting a little income behind 3 at the moment. I'm not doing any more than that until I finish. Until those 3, like I told you, in about 2 months or so is when I want to release an actual new project that's not already out already.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's the plan I would do.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Well, I'll go back through your website, and I'll select a YouTube package. And I guess when I go through, I'll send you the link to the 2B video, and I'll also send you the link to the 2B on Spotify.
All right. Sounds good.
Right, I look forward to working with you, man.
You too.
All right.
Guys, thanks so much for listening to this episode of Music Money University. If you know of any other artists, musicians, or entrepreneurs who are trying to figure out their music career or business, share this podcast with them and click the subscribe button wherever you're listening so you'll know when more episodes are out. Support for Music Money University and the following message comes from Omari Music Promotion. If you make great music that not enough people hear, get started today with Omari Music Promotion. We have genuine Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud promotion packages. There are tens of thousands of songs released every day. And if you want to stand a chance to be properly heard among all that competition, you need the right promotion behind your music. We've promoted for thousands of big and small artists and can help your music out too. Just visit omarimc.com or click the link in our show notes to get started today. That's OMARIMC.com.